Friends in the Corner podcast. Stories and topics from around the state of Kentucky. We are officially back from hiatus. Welcome back into Friends in the Corner podcast, everybody. Stories and topics from around the state of Kentucky. Happy New Year to you all as we come to you with the official first episode of 2020. And if you've been following us on social media, you probably have heard about our 20 in 2020 push that we're doing for this year. As I was looking through my content from 2019, I realized that I did 10 interviews with people that had 10 amazing stories from around Kentucky this last year. And it was a great experience getting to interview all these amazing people and hear their stories and hear what they're bringing to you guys from all over the state. And I thought, 10 is good, but how do we build off of that? How do we grow from there? And so I decided 10 is fine, but 20 can be better. So this year, we are going to be doing 20 different interviews with people that bring some different, distinct, unique stories from all across the state of Kentucky, maybe some from out as well. But we're going to be bringing to you 20 unique voices, 20 unique stories this year. Hashtag 20 in 2020. So follow us on all social media platforms with hashtag 20 in 2020. And if you haven't been up to date with anything we've been doing for the show, you got to follow us on social media. You can follow us at FITC Podcast. That's FITC Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you got ideas for the show, email me at friendsinthecorner@gmail.com. That's friendsinthecorner, all together lowercase, at gmail.com. And be sure to check out our Patreon page too if you want to help become a Patreon for our show also. This show is fully funded by listeners like you. So if you want to be a part of the movement like Tyler Witt and Trevino Woods, go and support our show. Check out patreon.com/FITC podcast for more information. Check out the different tiers we offer. Even if you can only offer $1 a month, $12 a year, that makes such an impact for our show. So please go check out our Patreon page and see how you can come support the movement here today. But we're excited to get 20 in 2020 campaign going for you guys with a very unique episode that I have for you guys today. And it actually brings back an old voice onto the show. So some longtime listeners of my podcast probably remember one of my very first episodes I did with KBN, Kentucky Blended Nutrition, nutrition shake shop, Herbalife shop here in the Lexington area. One of the owners of that shop was a gentleman named Kenderick Lawson. And since then, he's gotten a few more shops under his belt. But he's also started this new movement, this new workout regime that's helping to get people healthier in the state of Kentucky. And I'm excited to bring Kenderick back on to talk a little bit more about that here on this episode today. The workout is called cardio drumming, and it is a fast-paced, energetic style of workout that you have to see to really believe. And I'm excited to bring Kenderick on to talk all about it. So without further ado, let's get right into the interview. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kenderick Lawson. Here we go. Well, we have a familiar voice returning to the podcast from a year plus some change ago. Mr. Kenderick Lawson, how you doing, sir?
Doing great.
Awesome.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, no problem. Happy to have you back on. So some longtime listeners of the podcast may remember the episode we did KBN a little over a year ago with you and Sade on representing KBN. So how's things been since we had you last on?
So things have been really great. And since the last show, Sade actually has her own nutrition club now. So she's in Mumfordsville, Kentucky, running her own nutrition club, and she has this incredible class called cardio drumming.
Hey, we're going to jump into a lot of that here today.
Absolutely. And but yeah, from KBN, I've expanded my business as well. So we're actually in Louisville, and then I'm here in Lawrenceburg as well. So.
Yeah. We're down here actually recording at the Mix, which is another Herbalife shop down here, and it's actually got some familiar grounds for you because this is where you said you got your start at, right?
Absolutely. So yeah, I started here at the Mix a little over 4 years ago, back in October 2015, and literally, just from starting in the nutrition club, seeing the vision of wanting to have my own, and just going after it really is all that it took. Started here, took me about 4 months to learn everything, and then I was ready. I branched out on my own. They sent me out to the Wolves, but I came back, and then now I'm the owner of the Mix.
Oh, wow. Well, that's how things come full circle. So,
man, it's crazy. It's a blessing, though, but yeah, we're just here to try to help the community.
That's awesome. Well, your shops are doing a lot of cool, amazing stuff, helping people out in Lawrenceburg, Louisville, Lexington. But we're even here to start talking about a new adventure that you guys have been going into. And I do have to say, since we did do that last episode over a year and a half ago, since then, Kendrick and I have become friends on Facebook. And over the past year, I've seen him been posting these crazy, insane workouts. They look like a tribal war fight going on. But these cardio drum sessions here, which I wanted to talk to you about. So, can you tell my listeners a little bit about what this cardio drum program you got is?
Absolutely. So, cardio drumming is a fitness class. It's for all fitness levels. But basically, we use a yoga ball, drumsticks, and a bucket. I used to want to be a drummer as a kid, and I never liked fitness, so it's kind of odd how it all kind of goes together. But you get a full workout, and we just go to music. It's different genres, different beats, everything, but literally we're just drumming it out to the beat and having a lot of fun.
Wow. So is this a workout you guys created, or where did this workout come from, or how'd you first hear about it?
Yeah, so actually Herbalife Nutrition's business model has incorporated cardio drumming. And actually, so we travel across the country. We speak with other Herbalife distributors that are basically growing their business around the country as well. And cardio drumming was just one of those classes that we got to experience, we got to see. And actually, after I tried it, it was a no-brainer. Like, I was like, Kentucky needs this. This is something that can really change lives. And since that I've seen it, since I've done it, I personally put it upon myself to learn it and just share it. And that's all I've been doing.
How tough of a workout is it starting off?
Starting off, so man, I started in my sunroom, teaching myself over and over and over. But yeah, 45-minute class, you can typically burn anywhere between 250 calories to I've burned almost. But of course, I'm a little heavier set. But I've burned almost 800 calories in a 45-minute class.
Yeah. Like I said, when I've watched these YouTube video or Facebook videos and YouTube videos you've posted, it looks like a very intense class. It's like this has nothing on some of the other stuff you'd see over at the Y. So.
Yeah, so the intensity, I guess that comes from me. I don't really. I didn't see myself as an intense instructor, but when I got into it and got into the groove and just started feeling the music, like the intensity came out, and then everybody just started feeling the intensity, and then it just picks up from there. So
where do you guys host these classes at?
So typically most of our classes are at our nutrition club. So in Lexington we have a class there, in Louisville we have a class there, but here in Lawrenceburg we go to, it's called the Foundation MMA and Fitness Gym, and it's about a mile away from here. And we just partnered up with them. They let us use the space, and that's what we do.
Doing it right in the octagon. So
yeah, absolutely, yes. Yes. So it helps the community. It's affordable for everybody, and it's just really been a big game changer for this area.
Yeah. Well, and I have some some very unique ties to Lawrenceburg myself. Kendrick and I have talked a lot. My fiance, Catherine, who's been on the show before, she's actually the music teacher at one of the elementary schools around here. Actually teaches Kendrick's kids, Miss Cat.
Yep.
But since I've been around here, I've heard people talk about this class and how it's kind of getting kick-started and stuff like that. So it's been cool to kind of see the word getting out there in town around here. And I know you want to continue to grow it in both Louisville and Lexington as well.
Yes.
Starting off here in Lawrenceburg, what kind of growth have you seen?
Man, it's been incredible. So we just started out with a post on social media. It's kind of scary at first, but I mean, I've been through it so many times, and it's a matter of just showing up after you put that post out there. But literally, from consistent posting, we started out with 4 people at our first class. A month in, it's grown to 20.
Wow.
So yeah, and I mean, we use our body transformation challenge to kind of help get it going as well. But I mean, first of the year, everybody's trying to get results. So I mean, it was just word of mouth that really got us going. But it grew from 4 to 20.
Could you tell my listeners a little bit about that body transformation challenge?
Absolutely. So yeah, we have a 21-day body transformation challenge. First place is going to be $1,000 grand prize. Second place is $200. Third place is $300. But literally, it's just the best transformation that you can get in 21 days. You get an accountability group. You get one-on-one coaching with myself or my wife. My wife's lost 160 pounds. I've lost 95 pounds. But yeah, and you just get a lot of love and support, and we give you meal plans, snack plans, any type of support that you need to get these results. And guess what? All of cardio drumming classes are free. So it's a really incredible opportunity.
So the only thing stopping is yourself then.
Yes, literally.
Well, Kendrick, it's really cool to see this different support systems that you've got inside of your programs to help people transform their bodies in amazing ways. And as you said, all this started with some Facebook posts. And I want to talk a little bit more about the impact that social media has had on your programs and your shops even. But before we do that, I want to tell you guys one more time about our Patreon page, patreon.com/FITC podcast, where you can find out ways you can help support the show. Friends in the Corner podcast is a fully funded show by our listeners. So if you want to help with the movement, go check out that Patreon page. Join the likes of Tyler Witt and Trevino Woods, who are donating to the show on a monthly basis to help continue to create top quality content out here in the state of Kentucky. We have tiers that start at $1, $5, even $10 to give you guys some very unique content along the ways. If you want to get your name shout out on the show, join that $1 tier. Want some exclusive podcast episodes? Join the $5 tiers and up. If you want to come on the show and be a regular guest on here, join the $10 tier, and we'll get you guys involved in amazing different ways here for the show. This show is fully funded by the listeners, so even if you can give $1 a month, $12 a year, you've done more than enough to help support the amazing movement we have coming with this show. So check us out right now at patreon.com/FITC podcast. Well, one of the things that we've kind of highlighted here so far is just how you even said you got this all started with a Facebook post or a social media post.
Social media.
And then I've seen you post the workouts online on Facebook Live. You'll stream them just like even in your stores you stream it. Yeah. So what was kind of your motivation to say, hey, I'm going to start putting this stuff on Facebook, showing the workouts and showing that? Now, what type of response have you seen from that process?
Yeah, so I like to capture good opportunities, and I am a walking business, so my social media page is literally my business and everything that I do in it. So I was at a point in my life where I was behind the bar. I didn't really know how to get to people, so I just incorporated social media to show people what I was actually doing. And then I just incorporated that along with all of my businesses. So with the nutrition clubs, with cardio drumming, with fit camps, our events, I just go live, show them what I'm doing, and that's just grown.
Yeah. It's amazing how impactful that can be. Just no matter what you do, just if you guys have a Facebook page, you can
turn it into a business.
Turn it into a business. So,
literally,
yeah.
Like take all the other negative stuff off of it. Show your family, of course.
Yeah.
But literally, like it's a business. At the end of the day, if you use it for what it's for.
Right. And then you kind of highlighted this earlier here too. You kind of talked about your story about how you've lost so much weight and your wife has so much weight. And I know we've highlighted this a little bit in our previous episode here, but could you tell us a little bit about your health journey and what kind of got you started and how you've gotten to this point?
Yeah. So actually in 2012, I was graduating from college. I graduated from Kentucky State University with my criminal justice degree. I actually worked for 4 years in corporate America, but it just got to a point where I was not taking care of my health. And I ended up over 400 pounds, eating fast food every day. And it was a downward spiral for me. So I had to make a change. My wife was the one that really introduced us to a nutrition club. But the fit camps is really what got us, which is just a free workout that was done at the nutrition club that we could bring our kids to. It was all fitness levels, and that's what got us going. We did that for the first 3 months. I lost 60 pounds. My wife lost 40 pounds.
Wow.
And we were literally like, we can do this. Like, let's just keep doing this. And it's been a struggle. I mean, it's not easy to get where we are. We're at 95 pounds down, and she's lost 160. But it's basically incorporating your lifestyle with nutrition. And once you get your nutrition down, you get your routine together, it all just starts flowing back together. And that's how we got started. It's been a little over 4 years, but it's amazing right now. I feel great.
You kind of said something that really struck a chord with me when you said, I'm involved in corporate America. You know, a lot of people, when they get into the groove of their lives, sometimes their health does fall to the wayside, and then you can get to those points.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happened. Like, so I would get up, go through the motions, get ready for work, go to work. But come lunchtime, because I never ate breakfast. Breakfast is the number one essential thing in like that a lot of people miss out on. So I would never get breakfast, starve all morning, come to lunchtime, and I would just binge eat every day. Whatever sounded good, which basically that just came down to I wasn't really taking care of myself. And once I started doing those little things, started with breakfast, getting breakfast in, then I'd take a snack, and just smaller portions, better options. The weight falls off when you take care of yourself.
Yeah. What type of mental improvement does come from the health like that?
So that's the whole mental change when you really figure out the pieces that are broken and you start replacing them. Like you feel whole again. Like every little piece that you fix, every little accomplishment that you have, it's life changing. And then you start feeling better. You start showing up better. And when you show up better, everybody starts recognizing it. And then from there, I mean, just your whole mindset shifts. And it's like, I can do anything.
Well, it's amazing just to hear your story and just where you came from your health journey. And you've kind of taken this pedestal saying, you know what, I've gotten here and I can take other people to it. And it's been awesome to see what you've been doing, just even with your stores, to cardio drums, to all of your avenues. And now you're even talking about how you're starting to see people come out. Have you had with cardio drums any success stories?
Yeah, I've had several success stories, but I think my own is probably the best. Since I've started teaching myself cardio drumming, took upon myself to do the classes at least 2 times a week, and stay focused on my nutrition. I lost 65 pounds the first year just from that.
Oh my God.
So I mean, it was really going to the classes, keeping myself accountable, and just showing up. And literally just from that, I've lost 65 pounds in a year.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, but as far as like client results, man, we try to post them as much as we can. We actually have a group called Cardio Drumming Kentucky, and it's on Facebook. So we post all our classes that we host, me and my wife. And but yeah, so tightening and toning of arms, because there's a lot of arm workouts, more endurance. You see people doing jumping jacks. And like when they start out, it's like there's no jumping jacks, or then they'll start incorporating a leg, and then they'll start actually doing jumping jacks. So just to get that cardiovascular health, that more energy, like when you see that fires me up. So I guess that's where the intensity comes in. It's like I see the changes. Like they're not always a scale change or a physical change, but it's there's changes there, either mental, cardiovascular health that's really big. Because for me, especially because my uncles, I've had 2 uncles pass away with heart attacks, so it's like cardiovascular health is really important to me. So it's just something that had a passion that I just went for.
Wow, awesome. And with this program, you've we've had some talks offline here about what you're wanting to do with it, and it was funny right when we got started here in the shop. There were two ladies sitting here, and they said, "What are you recording for?" So we're talking about cardio drums. It's going to be taking over the world. So, tell me what your plan here to take over the world of cardio drums.
Man, so yes, cardio drumming literally is a class that is for all ages. I've done events in Georgetown, Lexington, and I've had little kids from the age of 4 to grown adults in their 60s and 70s doing this class. And just like when you experience it and when you see it, it's like, why can't everybody do this? Why can't I teach more people to do this? So, I mean, I just see it as something that is affordable, something that is easy, and it doesn't feel like a workout, but it's something that is really changing lives. So I have an idea of working with the schools. I'm in talks with a couple of the schools, but yeah, it's a whole program that could be input in the curriculum that has, of course, like your cardiovascular health, your body parts, music and rhythm, body part, like all kinds of different things that you can incorporate with it to learn, really, to grow yourself, to improve yourself. So we're working on trying to get it out there more. The more exposure that we get, of course, if people like and share our posts on social media, that just helps us get the name out. But yeah, we're just gonna keep pushing, and we'll see where it leads. But the goal is to push it as far as we can, as many people as we can, having as many instructors as we can, and just show people that it's easy to get healthy. You just have to have the right circle.
What's your message to someone who maybe comes to you and says, I have tried everything I could possibly can to figure out how to lose weight, and it doesn't seem like anything fits? What's your type of type of word you would give to them? Man,
so I've been there. I've been 405 pounds, not once, not twice, but 3 times. So it's like it's a continual journey on yourself. You have to want to work on yourself, but in order for that, you have to go through a lot of stuff. Like, I've been through plenty of things that have really just been like, you want to give up, but you see there's possibility and hope, and you just have to choose hope. Choose hope, choose yourself, and it's one day at a time. It's literally a you versus you battle. If you try to do 1% better on anything that you mess up on, those broken pieces, just try to fix it each day. And the more you do it, your habits will change. It all goes together, but you have to make the choice yourself.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, Kenderick, it has been awesome here to come and talk to you about cardio drums, everything you've got going on. Is there anything more you have to say? Man,
no, I just want to thank you for the opportunity. Appreciate you coming in and getting this awesome word about cardio drumming out. And I'm excited for the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Where can my listeners find you, your shops, cardio drums at online?
Absolutely, I appreciate the shout out. So yeah, Cardio Drumming Kentucky is actually on Instagram and on Facebook. My personal page is Kenderick Lawson on Facebook, and then on Instagram it's Change to Inspire, all one word. But yeah, we try to post everything on all avenues. Also, any of the nutrition clubs, KBN, Derby City Nutrition, The Mix, Inspire Nutrition in Mumfordsville, Social Nutrition, Kentucky East Nutrition. There's so many different ones. So we try to post them all and keep them all out there. So
Herbalife is taking over Kentucky.
It's taking over Kentucky and beyond. So yeah, we're just trying to change nutritional habits. And it starts with wanting to make a change in ourselves. So.
Well, 2020 is a new year for a lot of people, a lot of change coming on, a lot of people wanting to keep those New Year's resolutions going. So what better time to start than now with cardio drumming and
Absolutely.
with Kenderick Lawson here. Kenderick, we thank you so much for coming on, and we can't wait to have you on for the next business avenue you've got.
Thank you.
All right. All right, and that's it for our interview with Kenderick Lawson about cardio drumming. Check out Cardio Drumming Kentucky online at Facebook and Instagram to find out where classes are going to be hosted at near you. Check out Kenderick Lawson on Facebook and Instagram. Facebook is Kenderick Lawson, and Instagram is Change to Inspire. And while you're looking for him on social media, be sure to find us and follow us as well. We're at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at FITC Podcast. That's FITC Podcast. Be sure to subscribe to us on any listening platform you're listening to the show on. Hey, and if you're on Apple Podcasts, go ahead and leave us a 5-star review if you don't mind. Check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/FITC podcast and email us at friendsinthecorner@gmail.com. That's friendsinthecorner, all together lowercase, at gmail.com. Thank you again to Kenderick for coming back on the show. We look forward to hopefully having him on again in the future. And we look forward to having you guys listen to another episode of Friends in the Corner podcast as we continue the hashtag 20 and 2020 push. Until next time, that's a wrap.